Let's talk to Republican Congressman Charles Boustany. He's a member of the House Ways and Means Committee, and I know that you started asking some questions about the IRS and the Tea Party about 2 years ago, and of course this week we have the hearings. First of all, what do you hope is going to be accomplished with these hearings ultimately?
Well, we have to get to the facts on a whole number of issues. We need to understand what exactly happened, why were these conservative groups targeted, why was private personal taxpayer information leaked, and also on a broader note, why is the IRS wasting all this money and yet claiming they need more resources? And in fact, Secretary Jack Lew, when he appeared before Ways and Means a few months ago, I specifically asked him, is there any other area you can cut over at the IRS? They're asking for another $1 billion in the fiscal year, an additional $1 billion. And he, of course, said no. Well, the fact of the matter is we've seen compelling evidence of waste with the Star Trek video, the Gilligan's Island video, and now this dance video, as well as the conference. All this conference spending, this lavish spending. And so we're going to get to the bottom of all of this through these hearings and through the interviews that we're conducting. You know,
we mentioned that 2 IRS employees have already been placed on leave. Do you anticipate more dismissals?
I would expect there'll be more as the new acting commissioner continues his work reviewing things from top to bottom. But, you know, we're going to continue our congressional investigations. We have been told by the acting commissioner we will have his full and timely cooperation in this, and we're going to hold him to it.
You know, people who scream, you know, you drive down any roadway and you see fair tax on the back of some people's trucks. Are they getting some good ammunition from this scandal, do you think?
Well, I think there's a public outcry now for tax simplification, and that can take on many different forms. The House Ways and Means Committee has been working for well over 2 years now on a complete rewrite of the tax code, starting from scratch, making the tax code fairer for the individual, getting the IRS out of everybody's business, keeping it simple so that the IRS plays more of an administrative role and not an intrusive role. And I think this is critical. If we can simplify the tax code and lower rates, I think we'll see better compliance. We'll see a happier taxpayer in the long run, and we can lower rates and actually help this economy.
You know, though, there are Americans watching this who have been audited, people who are meticulous with their receipts. When they hear that IRS representatives and employees haven't even kept their own receipts, that is enraging to so many people. What can you say to Americans watching this right now that would help give them any faith in our system?
Well, first of all, it's absolutely astounding that the IRS would have such a glaring double standard. Any of us knows that if you're audited, you have to produce documents and make your case. Well, the same absolutely should hold for IRS expenditures, and they have refused repeatedly to truly come clean before our committee as we've looked at their budget. We're going to hold them to a much higher level of accountability now, and we're not going to stop. We're going to be relentless in this pursuit of finding out what's going on with every single dollar that they pay. And then we're also looking at as to why certain taxpayers were particularly targeted for audits.
All right, Representative Charles Boustany, thank you for taking the time to talk with us. Good to see you today.
Great to be with you. Thank you.
Thank you.